G'day legend. Today we are going to be talking about a phenomenon that happens when you are shooting from the water with a dome port and a wide angle lens. Now sometimes when you are shooting into a light source, so shooting into the morning or afternoon sun, you can get a reflection off the inside of this lens that kicks back off the dome port and then registers in your photo. Now I'm going to go over to the computer and show you exactly what I mean and how to solve the problem. Okay, so we come into this picture and everything's beautiful and clear, but if I just take it back and look into the sky and zoom into the sky there, you can see that it's actually got even not just the ridges of the inside of that lens, but it's also got the Canon written on it, and sometimes it's got the aperture and everything else that's written on it. It's just got the corner of the sky, and in this case it's probably not such a hard one to clone out in post-production, but is annoying. And if that happens over the face of the subject or something like that and it's harder to remove, it really is a problem. And there's another example from the same session where, you know, it's well and truly visible, that reflection kicking off from the inside of the dome port. And I've had many members that have sent in photos with this problem, and to solve this problem it's a pretty easy workaround. It's a brand called IKELITE who make deep diving housings. My tutorials and my work is normally surface sort of water photography. So the Aquatech housings make housings that go down to around about 10 meters. IKELITE do the deep diving housings. So if you're going to do scuba diving, where you go down to great depths and you lose all of your light, and then you have to introduce strobes. The strobes sometimes come around the front of the dome port. And so then they are creating a sort of a backlight to the subject, and they also have the problem. So IKELITE have made a product called an anti-reflection ring, and they make them for most popular lenses. And I've got the RF 15 to 35 Canon lens, and so I bought the one that's appropriate for that. They make them for most of the Nikon, Sony and Canon lenses. So today I'm going to show you how I put this on this particular lens, because I haven't got one on this wide angle lens as yet. So now that is fitted onto the front of this wide angle lens, I will no longer have, or will definitely reduce, the reflection coming back off the dome port. So you won't get any of those letters, that ribbing that's engrooved into the inside of that lens, or definitely none of the numbers or the letters. So it's problem solved with just a $10 product. So for $10 US, you can get these sent within US via the IKELITE website. The IKELITE website doesn't ship to anywhere outside the US. So if you're watching this from another country, like for instance, I'm in Australia, I just ordered mine through B&H Photo, and yeah, it was $10 for the product. It was probably a little bit more to ship it out here, but you know, if it's going to ruin one of your photos, it's worth the $30 spend or whatever it is. You can also ad lib, of course, and just get black tape around it, and you can definitely do a homemade job, but I just thought for the $30 it's probably best to just get it shipped out to me and put it on my wide angle lens. I've got some on my other wide angle lenses. I just haven't bothered to put one on this 15 to 35, and yeah, I got the problem the other day when I was shooting, so I thought, I better get one for this 15-35, and so that problem is now raised for just $10. So yeah, just a super quick little tip in today's video, but it's just these 1%ers that you just build upon to make your photography more robust, more precise, more technical and better each time. So I encourage you to look for these little gains with your photography to improve over the years. It's just these little things that have made me improve, and I'm still improving daily with my photography. I do online courses which have, well, the water photography one has over 75 individual tutorials, and each of them could potentially give you 1%. Sometimes for people that are new to water photography, one tutorial can make you 20% better photographer. So it's just those gains that will see you improve all the time. So if you're interested in the online courses, please shoot me a message, or I'll put some links below this video. Anyway, legends, good to talk, and we'll see you next week.